Welcome back, Student of the Game podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. All right, so check this out. All right, I'm watching John Campia's show on YouTube, and he had Robert Burnett on there. These two guys are brilliant guys. I enjoy watching their shows. I get a lot of ideas, inspirations from my ideas sometimes from watching their show. All right, so shout out to them. Subscribe to their channel. All right, so Robert Burnett brought up a good idea on how he would do Black Panther Wakanda Forever if he was asked to do it. He said he would give it the Godfather 2 treatment, okay? Now, if you've seen the Godfather 2, Godfather 2 is a prequel slash sequel, okay? And the thing about it is, Marlon Brando's character, Vito Corleone, okay, he dies in the first Godfather. Sorry, spoiler alert, it's over 40, 50 years ago, right? So he dies, but guess what? In the second film, they still find a way to continue to tell his story, even though he was not cast in the role. What they did was they showed him as a much younger person. I think he was like more in his 20s or 30s and stuff, opposed to being like, I think he was like in his 60s or 70s, maybe in The Godfather. Okay. But in the sequel, they showed, let me see, his character was played by Robert De Niro, who was much younger than him. So they showed his rise to power, all right, in the prequel portion of it. And also, you have in the sequel, the present state of it, his son, played by Al Pacino, Michael Corleone, he takes over the family business. Okay, so you see the parallels where they show what happened to Vito coming up, and then they show what's the things that's happening with Michael coming up. Okay, and some of the things they're able to tie in together. All right, to make a full, complete story, kind of bringing it full circle. Okay, and then also you also see a young Michael Corleone as a kid, being raised by his father, Vito, and his mom. All right. I forgot the mom's name. Sorry. It's been a while since I watched The Godfather. All right. But you can do that with Black Panther too. So here's the situation. Okay, Chadwick Boseman passed. All right, Kevin Feige says they're not going to recast him. Okay, so they pretty much have to figure out a way to continue to move on with the story. Okay, maybe they can go that route. Okay, where you can, and what Robert Burnett was saying was he would have, the prequel portion of it, it would be T'Chaka as Black Panther. Okay, and a young T'Challa. All right, and you'll see like what T'Challa had to learn in order to become Black Panther, in order to be the future king of Wakanda, what all he had to go through. And then you have to see some of the decisions, tough decisions that T'Chaka had to make and how it affected him. Because, I mean, we may get to see a prequel scene of what was like how did he break that? Did he even break the news to his wife Ramonda about what happened to his brother in Jobu? Okay, and what happened to his son Killmonger? All right, I think I messed up the names right there, but Killmonger and his dad. What happened with that? You know what I'm saying? What did he tell his people when he went back? About in Jobu. Did he lie to them or what? You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, we know in Black Panther 1 we know a bit how it affect Killmonger directly and stuff, right? But did he tell anybody else in Wakanda? But that doesn't have to be the main portion of it. It's just a little idea. And then also you could tie it to the current state of Wakanda because we don't know for sure exactly the time frame of it. Let's say it takes place during the 5-year stint during the blip, right? Well, that can be the present sense of it, as that is post Black Panther, the first Black Panther movie, okay? Because we still need to see how, okay, we do know that T'Challa is dead as far as that 5 years in the blip. Everybody who got snapped away, they were considered dead, okay? Um, how did Wakanda, how were they able to move forward? Who stepped up? All right, and who stepped down, But I think that's a good idea that Robert Burnett has. I really do. I thought about something similar to that. I did the video where I said Denzel Washington could be old man T'Challa, and he's married to Halle Berry's Storm, and that can be take place in the X-Men universe timeline, and we could follow that story there. But this right here, yeah, this I forgot about Godfather 2, how it's a prequel and a sequel. And I think that would be a cool idea. The thing about it is, hey, Kevin Feige, Ryan Coogler, man, Hey, we student of the game podcast here, but guess what? We're not just student of the game as far as sports and stuff. We student of the game of life. And part of my life, hey, films, movies, that's part of my life. You understand? These guys have been making brilliant movies for years and for decades. There's no doubt in my mind that they are aware of all types of movies that deal with this situation. And I'm pretty sure it's quite possible they might already, you know, thought about doing something like that, like Godfather 2. I mean, so I'm just assuming that because they have a good body of work. Let me tell you something. As a Houston Texans fan, like, if Kevin Feige and Ryan Coogler were like the Houston Texans of filmmaking, well then, no, I would be like, man, I don't trust them to really do anything good. But you know what? They're more like the Bill Belichicks. You know what I'm saying? The Bill Belichicks, the Jimmy Johnsons, you know what I'm saying? The Vince Lombardis, the Phil Jacksons of the film world. So, they don't always make the perfect decision, but guess what? They might do something dope, okay? But guess what? Everybody's going to have a dud every now and then. But I hope the dud is not this film. And it's like, I think that's a good idea that Mr. Robert Burnett had. I copied the link below in the comment section. So check that out, okay? And it's also in the video description section. So that way you can see it for yourself exactly what Robert Burnett was saying word for word. It's a short video, 2 minutes long. But I just thought I had to react to that because I thought that was a good idea, okay? Share your thoughts in the comment section below and let me know if you think that's a good idea or if you think it's a bad idea, all right? Hit that like and subscribe button. And once again, thank you all for tuning in. Student of the Game Podcast. Peace out.